going to win the cup this year?
Stanley Cup, you know, I love Chicago. I love Toronto, number one. That's my favorite city. But number two in the world has to be Chicago. I still have our business there, still have our residents there. They have a young, great team.
They've already won 2 cups.
I know, they're going to repeat it. But, you know, Crosby's hot.
No.
Crosby is hot. And more importantly, the Olympics.
Okay.
Now, we both agree Canada's going to win the gold medal in the Olympics.
I agree,
Canadian,
but I'm a little upset that some people never made the team, but we weren't going to get into that. Why did our juniors, do you think, lost, didn't even get a medal this year? What's going on with our junior program? They lost to Finland. Finland ended up winning. We lost to Russia.
I know, I'll tell you.
Are we playing hockey or?
No, I'll tell you just my perspective. We have some great juniors in this country that play at a very high level. Do you know what it is, Rob? I don't think we're getting worse. I think the other teams are getting better. And the competition's getting tougher. And
I sort of disagree with you. Our game, and I know some people might not want to hear this, but the Canadian type was a physical game. We hit, and then we win the game. Our kids weren't hitting this year. And they're trying to skate with the Russians, with the Swedes, with the Finns. You can't skate with these people. You've got to take the body. And that's how Canadians were so successful before. And I see it shifting, and I hope they don't shift like this in Sochi in the Olympics coming up, because we won't win. We have to play the old type of Canadian hockey. And that's the Don Cherry type. That's, you got to hit them. Clean, don't get me wrong. I'm not fighting. I'm just saying take the body. These kids weren't taking the body, and they were skating around them. So we'll see what happens. It kind of
reminds me of politics. You got to take the body every once in a while.
So getting back, so you're taking Chicago to win the cup?
Absolutely.
I'm going to tell you Anaheim's going to win the cup. With Corey Perry, with Getzlaff, these guys were picked to go to the team. You got Twos and Canes from Chicago. Pittsburgh, you got Crosby and Chris Kunitz. You know, we've got a great Canadian team. I just, I question how some people were left off the team, but you know what? I think we could put 2 teams. We have so much talent.
I agree.
And still
2 teams and both of them winning the gold. Absolutely. I think they both end up on top.
Okay, let's talk about soccer. I know you're a great soccer player. So the World Cup's coming up in a couple of years. Who do you think's going to win the World Cup? I'll tell you who's going to win the World. Italy will win the World Cup.
Okay, you just stole my pick.
No,
I wanted Italy.
You want?
Well, we'll share this one. Italy's going to win. Great history, great team, but there's a lot of other good teams too. Are they going to get by Germany? I was going to say, you always got to keep an eye on Germany and Spain too. Yeah. Look at Spain; they have a great team. Okay. So, you know, they have a great competition. The World Cup, folks, is probably one of the most exciting times in Toronto because, again, we're such a multicultural city.
I love it.
We have people from all over the world here, and during the World Cup, we have flags of every single nation up and down the streets. Everyone's getting along, having a great time, and that's what makes Toronto special, is you can get people from around the world, from every race, from every country, and everyone seems to get along. The only people who don't get along is in politics sometimes.